Did you know these interesting facts about King Tutankhamun? Tut was born in c. 1334 BC, possibly at Amarna, the city of his father, Akhenaten, though Tutankhamun's parentage is hotly disputed. Tutankhamun's mummy shows that he died when he was approximately 18 years old, but it is not known exactly how he died. King Tutankhamun was an Egyptian pharaoh who lived from around 1341 to 1323 BC. Tutankhaten was his first name, and it means the living image of Aten. Aten and Amun were ancient Egyptian deities. Howard Carter discovered the tomb of Tutankhamun in 1922 almost by accident and found it nearly intact. Tutankhamun's father was known as Akhenaten, and his mother was his father's sister. So who is King Tut's mother? Many Egyptologists concur that it is most likely Nefertiti or Kiya. Nefertiti was the famous queen often depicted with Akhenaten and logically could be Tutankhamun's mother. She is often seen in many portraits with Akhenaten portrayed as near status to the pharaoh. The other woman is known as Kiya. Little is known about her origins or her life. It was believed that she was a foreign princess that became and remained Akhenaten's second wife. She appears to be an important figure in ancient Egypt and for the pharaoh Akhenaten and was often referred to as the greatly beloved wife of the king of Upper and Lower Egypt. He became the king of Egypt at the age of 9 and married his half-sister, who was known as Akhenaten. Tut became a king when he was a boy. Tutankhamun's father died when he was only 7 years old. 2 years later, he became pharaoh and married his half-sister. Since he was too young to judge independently, most of his decisions as a king were made on his behalf by his viziers. King Tut changed his religion and his name. Before the rule of King Tut's father, Amun was the main deity worshipped by the Egyptians. During his father's reign, the sun god Aten was given more importance. However, King Tut reverted to the old religion once he came to power. His chief advisor during his early years as a king, is believed to have influenced his decision in this regard. It is also the primary reason why he changed his name. The act made him more popular among his subjects who had not been too happy with the religious reforms introduced by their previous king. The suspected assassin of the king, Horemheb, was one of the chief advisors of Tut. He is also suspected of having assassinated Tut. He became the pharaoh of Egypt after the death of the first successor of Tut. After coming to power, Horemheb ruined all the available records of his immediate predecessors and put his name on all monuments. To some extent, he succeeded as the previous kings were almost completely forgotten for several centuries until the chance discovery of King Tut's tomb in the 20th century. He had a terrible accident. Inspection of the mummy of King Tut revealed that he was involved in some grave accident that shattered his ribcage, damaged his internal organs, and broke his pelvis. It is possible that King Tut sustained injuries when he met with an accident while racing his chariot through the desert. Whether this was the primary reason for his death is yet to be elucidated. Other speculations about his death. Malaria attacks and broken bone disorders have also been suspected to cause the death of King Tut. Tut had stillborn twins. According to the evidence collected from the tomb, King Tut and his wife had daughters. The remains of the twin daughters were discovered in his burial place. It is evident that their daughters were stillborn and the DNA test showed that at least one of them had a skeletal deformity. Does King Tut's mummy was charred? When his tomb was discovered, the mummified body of King Tut appeared charred like a body that had been consumed in flames. According to archaeologists, black resins and oils in the coffin could have exploded upon exposure to oxygen and burned the body. It is not known why these items were present in the tomb. From where came this weird dagger? A strange dagger made of meteorite metal was found in the tomb. When the tomb was opened, it was found to contain a dagger among several other items. The dagger was still exceptionally sharp after thousands of years. The origin of the dagger is shrouded in mystery and controversy. However, tests reveal that the metal came from a meteorite. King Tut's heart was missing. According to ancient Egyptians, the organ for reasoning was the heart and not the brain, and therefore, it was still essential for the afterlife. Typically, the heart would be preserved, but in the case of Tut, the heart was missing in his mummy. It has been theorized that possibly Tut died when he was far away from home, so that by the time they got his body for embalming, the heart had already deteriorated so much that it could not be preserved and they had to get rid of it. The mysteries of Tutankhamen continues.